what I need. Even when we go down together. 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 We go down together. We go down together.
Hello, everyone. This is Chris and Winnie again for part 2. And we're going to record part 3, but we're going to splice it and make it into that 3-part series that we promised about the 20 questions that we had to ask ourselves. And so, so I'm excited about that. Winnie, are you excited today?
Of course. Not really. I'm still nervous,
She's still
but
nervous, but she's a pro.
I will try it.
Good. All right. So she's this is out of her comfort zone. So, and I'm so appreciative that she's willing to do this with me, even though she's out of her comfort zone. And before you know it, she's going to be taking over the whole
No,
show.
this is my training.
The training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today is Saturday, January the 8th, 2023. When I was growing up,
Saturday? No.
it's Sunday. Sorry,
Sunday.
January the 8th. It's Sunday. I've been working on some overtime and stuff. So yeah. so it's 2023. When I was a kid, I always thought that we would have flying cars. They're starting to make those things now, but it's not in the general public now. And I thought we was going to have microwaves where you just press the food that you want, the picture on the microwave. Then all of a sudden it automatically appears, so you don't have to cook. You had robots bringing you all your food, all that type of stuff. They got some of that stuff somewhere, but it's not like I thought it was going to be. So I dated myself there a little bit, so it's okay. All right, so we're excited, and then I'm also excited. We got confirmation from my friend Pedro and his wife Dee that we're gonna after this series is over with, they have a YouTube channel. We're gonna share all that, and they got I think 300 and something followers. But we want to try to help them get up to the next level too
Oh,
as
wow.
well. But they have more followers than we do, so we're starting
Uh-huh.
with like 17 or something. But we're gonna get that YouTube money,
17.
guarantee you. We're gonna be YouTube rich. That's all.
Because we're just starting.
Yeah, we're just starting, and we're just doing this right now. That we're just having fun. But I do have a strategy with that. I do, I'm going to make that leap to be a digital nomad and work and travel outside the U.S. and travel all over Southeast Asia and other places. And so those are some things that me and Winnie are planning for. And even my sister, she's going to partake in some of that. And
Yeah.
so we're going to do a lot of different things like that. So I'm good with social media, marketing, all that stuff. So that's what we're going to really take things up to the next level. I got a new camera. I got 2 new cameras, actually. And one was a gift, and the other one I bought myself. So we're going to take our game up to the next level, and you guys are going to watch us. And we're just going to grow and have fun with this thing. And, and that's our whole purpose behind it. So we're back into the 20 questions. We left off at number 7, and we're starting on number 8.
8.
Drum roll, please. All right, here we go. How do you handle stress and conflict?
Topics.
So I said, I think on the last video, I was saying, I didn't think me and her even had that many conflicts or whatever those are. Those are arguments and stuff like that, or disagreements, right? And
Yeah.
my disagreements and arguments are not like what I'm accustomed to over here. There's nothing like that at the level.
Yeah, about the
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's
I'm
a need
used to
for
a
that.
certain way. I'm used to a certain way that we do here in the U.S. in a lot of situations, and
Yeah.
and it's a lot different, you know. Um,
Yeah, there is a lot. It's a lot.
mhm, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
because Filipino it's more of um what's called it one conservative,
yeah, yeah,
emotional.
yeah. But would you say
Yeah.
that? Would you say that that makes? And I live by the airport, by the way. So if you hear an airport planes flying over, they're flying over every
Yeah,
few minutes. So
because you have input there.
yeah, I got the major airport here. But so being that you're conservative and that's culturally for you, would you say that that means that you're a pushover? That
Ah,
you're
yeah, culture.
would you say that that causes you to be a pushover in situations or not? You feel like you still get to say what you need to say and all that type of things?
No, because no, uh, it's because we have a different culture. Sometimes we don't understand each other
Hmm.
about, and also for our age gap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand that, but my question is, yeah, because we do have an age gap. Um, but the thing is, my question was, you know, and just just for the sake of it, Winnie is, and I admire her because she speaks multiple different dialects, and you know, and and when we first got started talking, right,
Mm-hmm.
she was extremely quiet, and I said this in the first one that we did. She was spending a lot of time with me, but she wasn't speaking as much. And then I got game.
Yeah.
That told me, they said, well, the reason why she's doing that is because she's afraid that she's not going to be able to, that she didn't want to mess up the
And
language.
also sometimes, yeah, I told you, babe, I always told you that sometimes I don't know what I'm going to see,
Hmm. Yeah,
but I want to stay. I want to spend my time to you.
yeah, yeah, and that's important. But I saw the effort in that, and that really showed me a lot about who she was too as well, and that she was willing to be uncomfortable and even speak with me. And then even though sometimes she said her brain was
It's
bleeding or
bleeding.
something,
No, my nose
but
is bleeding.
her nose was
No, my
bleeding.
brain. No, my nose is bleeding, but my brain is drying.
So with that, when we talk about how do we handle stress and conflict, and you saying that you were conservative, and what I'm trying to get out of you is do that mean that you are a pushover because you are
Yeah,
conservative?
and also
You answer.
sometimes
Well,
when
let me ask you this, babe. Hold on, hold on. When you say yeah, and I've noticed something about Filipinos too, Filipino people, they'll say yeah, and then not
no, I
meaning
mean,
yeah,
I mean,
and
I
not
mean,
meaning yes.
because sometimes when we talk and you're not in the mood,
Uh,
and I feel like you are mad,
yeah,
and
like if I'm waking up, yeah,
yeah, and it's look like he's mad,
yeah.
and
So
that is, and sometimes I asking myself, did I do something wrong or
uh,
something that, yeah.
yeah. So what she's referring to is like if because I don't like taking naps for one. When I wake up from a nap, I feel real groggy. You know how it is when the brain is not there. If I'm not feeling good or something like that, then it's like
Hmm.
everything's not really there, right? And you cannot be upset about a situation, but it comes off that way. And and she's the type of person like myself. Like I look at people's facial expressions. If I see something that's not consistent or congruent where I would normally see them, then I'm automatically thinking like something's wrong. And so how she internalizes that and see that is like I'm mad about something and I'm not. So those are the type of things. So do you feel like that you are a pushover in a relationship because you do have conservative views? Yes or no?
No, no.
And I can tell you straight off the bat, and this is not me, um, trying to build something up and make it look like a certain way. She says what she freaking wants to say, and but I noticed something. She's very careful in how she say things, and her mouth is not destructive, and which I think for me, that's it takes a person of wisdom to function that way, because she can be, because she's an adult, she can say whatever she wants to say, how she wants to say it, and she can have whatever attitude she wants to, but she chooses to speak stuff in a certain way, and that's a lot of wisdom to me, and I like that, and and vice versa. So, and I always tell her that I highly respect her because I do, and I appreciate who she is and her upbringing and all the stuff that she's gone through in life, and like we were talking about talking today, it was some stuff I want to do for her, and because of where she's at, we're not going to disclose where she's at and stuff like that. She is adamant with telling me I don't have to do anything for her, and that is when and out of me, I like to give and do stuff like that towards a person that I do care about and love, right? And she's just like, nope, 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 and this is where she's at. So how I handle stress and how I handle stress in this situation, we haven't had a stressful relationship at all since it's been a year, a little over a year. I haven't had any stress in our relationship at all. So at this point, we haven't. Have you experienced any stress in a relationship, Winnie? Because I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you experienced stress.
yeah.
Yeah, in what way?
Um, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about that one.
Which one? Which
Mm.
one? No, you got to talk about it now. You got to spill the tea. Where's the tea cup at?
No, because we're talking about us.
Yeah, yeah.
For us, no, baby, I did not. I did not feel stress or something about our relationship. No,
Okay, okay,
because I'm happy.
okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right. See,
I'm happy
yeah. Likewise, but you can still be happy and experience some stress in situations. So, um,
because, uh, and also even it's not for us, babe. I always handle, and because that's me,
yeah, I get.
and I don't want to be it's called that one. I don't want to be serious about the problem
Oh, okay.
because problems make me stress.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've seen you in
before
some stressful
before when
situations
we
before.
yeah before when we're not meet yet. Um, when I feel stress, I always watching um movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is my stress reliever.
yeah. And I've seen her in stressful situations, and how she handles those. And she's seen me in some, especially when I was moving and couldn't find a place to move to. And I was highly stressed, and I had COVID. Me and her had COVID the same week.
Mm-hmm. For much.
Yeah, she never had COVID. I never had COVID,
It's
and
only
we had
weeks.
and we had it the same week, and it was like the craziest thing. And
Yeah.
and the COVID kind of lasted a bit for me. She seemed to bounce back a little bit quicker, and so yeah, it's crazy stuff. And as far as conflict with us,
It's crazy stuff, but happy.
yeah, 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 yeah. So we've gone through
At
it
least
together.
we feel how to become a COVID case.
Yeah. And so, as it pertains to conflict, like we said in the last video, we've had some disagreements and some misunderstandings culturally,
Mhm.
because it's a cultural thing, and it's just for me, it's we talk stuff out, and she's such a and I have to keep expressing that she's such a strong, and the way she uses her strength in the whole situation is not like a bull in the china shop, but she's still strong, and she expresses herself, and um, and if you're a person of reason and logic, you'll hear truth in it, right? And you'll see that. And so when she expresses to me how she feels about a situation, I'll literally stop and like, okay, I got you. I understand. My apologies. And then we just move on, and we handle this stuff pretty quick,
Yeah.
for the most part. So, for so far, so I've appreciated that, so much because, and I know that we're LDR and we don't have the other stresses of being with each other physically and being around each
Yeah.
other 24
Too
hours a day.
much.
That's going to be a separate challenge that
And
I'm
also
looking
and
forward to.
also for the time,
Yeah,
different time.
yeah,
Oh my
with
God.
different time zones. Yeah, so we have to balance all that, go through all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and to deal with our life. And so our life is virtual at this point. And
Mm-hmm.
we talk about the things that we're getting ready to move forward in the future. So, next question. So, you want to read that one, Winnie?
What we need in order to feel secure in the relationship.
Yeah. So, you asking me that? Okay, I'll answer it.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to feel secure in a relationship? What we pretty much established already is our communication, our social media
Yeah.
connection, how we
Yeah.
send messages to each other. I noticed a couple of weeks ago how we used to send all these messages to each other, the pictures in our messenger. That had stopped and decreased a little bit, but um, I know where she's at in her heart and in her mind. And so we just do things to where we just keep things interesting. We keep things going, future talks, and a lot of that is going to be really put to test when we are able to see each other and be around each other for an extended period of time. So the long distance relationship thing is going to really take another phase once that happens, and we're going to be able to see if this thing is real. No,
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel secure in the fact that we do have our conversations every day. We share a lot with each other.
Yeah.
Um,
Spend
on,
time.
on
If
yeah,
you can, if you can, if you
yeah,
can spend time.
yeah, and then
That is
also
the key.
spend time with her family too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so she told me before we came on. She said, because I was with my son and his girlfriend. She told me, she said, family was asking where was I at? So I'm being missed by the family, man. Come on, who wouldn't love that? And they're such peaceful and loving people and accepting people, and I definitely appreciate that. Just all the way around, all the way from her brothers, her sister-in-laws, um, her father, her mother, even the babies. Babies when they see people for the first time, they're like, no. So, but it's just it is such an awesome thing just to see them and experience them. So, um, so we pretty much agree on that aspect right there. So, how do you keep the romance alive in a long distance relationship? Oh my gosh, we do, we have inside jokes and
You're
stuff.
off.
She's talking around. But Winnie is very conservative. I'm very conservative too, and
Mm-hmm.
so and it takes a lot for us to kind of trust each other in that space. And so we have a lot of fun, and we send
Yeah.
a lot of messages to each other. I'm telling you, the laughing, the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
We just recently started doing what? Watching movies together on the Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We
It's
did
so
a
exciting.
movie watch, and we watch shows together. And awesome thing. Thank you, Amazon Prime. That is not a plug. We're not paid by
Yeah.
Amazon. We need to be paid by them because, but watching her zombie movies and stuff is the funniest thing ever. Uh, So we're doing those type of things to keep, keep everything alive and keep everything going, and it's absolute total fun. So, what are your thoughts
Mm,
on visiting each other? Yeah, we can't wait for that to happen.
kissing.
We can't wait for that to happen at
No,
all.
yeah, laughing.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, it's gonna be a
and
lot of laughing and stuff.
travel if we can do travel.
Hmm. Yeah,
And yeah, for me, I'm so exciting to I'm so excited for you
hmm,
to try our Filipino food.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
We have some here in
And
Orlando, but I haven't tried it yet because I haven't.
yeah, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Even here, when I try some Filipino food here, it's different.
Hmm. Yeah.
And also halo halo.
All the sweet stuff.
Yeah, and lechon.
The lechon. Lechon baboy.
Yeah, and what else? Mm,
We're gonna do the
I
lechon
spending
alligator.
a lot of time, babe.
We're gonna
Oh
do
my God, no. Thank you.
no lechon alligator.
No,
Well, I think what
I feel sad for the alligator.
so one of the things is I thought on visiting each other for me is that it's going to be a lot of first times where we get to hear each other's voices for the first time, see each
Yeah,
other face to face.
looking for first time
Yeah,
together.
first time holding hands, hugging,
Hmm.
and
Kissing. Oh, sorry.
that's it. That's it.
No, no boom boom.
Because we're virgins. But anyway,
No boom boom. My parents is
so
so strict.
I am a reclaimed virgin. We already know that. But all right. So the question number 12: How
How
can
you
we
can
make?
make sure
Uh,
our relationship continues to grow?
yeah. It's
Mm, for
so.
me,
Mhm.
I want, yeah, I will make sure. Mm, I
In what
will
way?
keep honest. No, no cheating. No cheating.
Yeah, my lamp went out here.
Yeah, and keep spending time, effort, and
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on 1 second. I don't know why my ring light went out, but it did. But we always got to back up. You know what that is? That's that camera. Oh yeah, yeah. And I got all these little sayings, all these little things that I do that just have us laughing and carrying on. So, how can we make sure our relationship continues to grow? For me, is
Hmm.
doing the things that we've established in the beginning, and every day, my appreciation and love for her grows like crazy. I tell her that, and just
Like
small
crazy
things
with it.
that she do. Yeah, small things that she do. Even like for our first year anniversary, right? She went over and above, and I was sick because I was having problems with my lungs, breathing, and every now and then it'll hit me through these cycles to where I would feel like I was about to pass out. And she interpreted that as I wasn't happy with it,
Hmm.
and it was totally the opposite. And I tried to express it with my words, but I was so weak. And I even, because what I did was I knew it was our anniversary, and I screen recorded it because it wouldn't give you any vocals. I was going to use that video, that portion of the video, in the one video that we created on our YouTube channel. And but I was just not feeling too hot, and she was like, and she totally misunderstood that, which is understandable because she had totally put in that effort to do what she did, and I greatly appreciate it. And I apologized to her. I said, I'm sorry I wasn't feeling too hot and stuff like that. But I told her, I said, you got to know that she know I was having problems with my lungs, but And I think it's just the fact that she went totally out the way, and she's done this for me, and she wanted to show me her appreciation for us being together and what we did. And I was totally appreciative, but it was just the fact I wasn't feeling too hot because, like I said, I went through COVID and I started having issues with my lungs later on. So, and that was a misunderstanding that we had. But the most powerful thing was to me is that when she expressed how she felt, I expressed how I felt. Then we worked it out and it was squashed. And I was looking for it later to be a problem, and it wasn't. Because I'm used to a certain level of dysfunction, which I'm out of. But I'm just saying based off of stuff that I dealt with before. So how do you stay motivated when you're apart? Yeah, I work hard to try to do my thing that I'm doing. She works hard in her space. Um, and right now she's in a space where she can kind of take a break from a lot of stuff, because because she works at a place, but
Yeah.
it's just a different scenario where she can kind of take a ease, and which is good for her because she gets the time to just kind of express herself. And if she don't feel like doing anything, she don't have to do anything. She can go out with her friends and stuff like that. Typically, it's not that way, but she's but now she's in that space where she could do that. And I'm always happy when I see her with her friends. That friends she called me early with her friends, and I just we'll spend a little time with each other. And I see her with her friends. I say, hey, go have fun with your friends. Get back, maybe get back with me when you're finished. And then she try to call me. And one thing you got to know, Filipinos are loud, and they have a lot of fun. They're laughing the whole time. And I tell you, the volume is up to here. And I'm like, no, enjoy yourself. Call me when you get ready to go home. And she checks in like that. Same way with me. I check in with her and let her know too. Because the one time, I think it's when I had my accident. And she went to bed, and I went out to eat with a friend of mine. Then I had that car accident, and then from that point on, she had been nervous. Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. So that accident was pretty bad. When I got hit with that, I was grateful I was able to walk away from it. But I walked away with it from with a lot of pain and some issues, And then I had one 2 years on the same day, 2 years apart, and about 3 hours apart from the first time the other one happened, which is the strangest thing. And people say, "Well, man, avoid that." I said, "The devil is
And
alive."
that day also, babe. And that day also, you're still
Dealing
recovering
with
of
COVID,
your
yeah, I'm still recovering from COVID.
COVID.
And I went out with my friend. I was having these little up and down moments, and man, it was just a horrible day. It was like I was living in a dream or a nightmare. All right, next question. What are your thoughts on sending gifts? Oh my God. I sent her flowers. I bought flowers from this international place. It was last year, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
last February.
last February. I sent her flowers. That was the most
When,
hideous,
when chocolates.
and chocolates. These people are total garbage. I
Yeah.
sent her pictures of what it's supposed to look like. What she
It's
got
different.
was, listen, it wasn't only different, it was hideous. But she went in there and she fixed that bouquet up as much as she could and posted it. She did her thing with it, and then
So
and
funny.
then on the side she was like, "Well, it was just her standard of what stuff should be." And I heard a little bit of that come out of her, and she was like, "This is not good." And I got my money back from those people, by the way. But I had
Yeah.
to go on Twitter and threaten them on Twitter, and I exposed all of the
No,
conversation.
that is not. No, that is not a fault of the company that you asked. It's
Yeah,
fault for the shop here.
yeah, it's a shop there in the area where she's at, but
Yeah,
they
they're
did a
so.
terrible job, a hideous
Mm-hmm.
job, and I felt so freaking bad.
Their service is not good
Yeah,
anymore.
they got terrible service.
You and I, we fight sometimes. I just want us to survive. We can scream and shout, You know just what I need.